Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? And welcome to the Wrestling Wire. I'm your host, Ron, and with me tonight should be on screen already. My
How?
co-host. Oh, there he
David
is.
Escada. I'm liking the side view. Very, very nice. Very
Oh,
avant-garde.
well, I appreciate that. This is an unnormal and unnatural situation, but you know what? I had to do what I had to do. Um,
The show must go on, as they say.
yeah, the
Cards
show
never
must
can
go on,
change.
and it's every other week I got to sit like this. This will be an every other week thing for now. That we have to.
I think it's a chill. It looks chill. I think it works. It fits the vibe.
Well, I mean, if it's the vibe until it's raining outside,
All right. Yeah. Good point. Good point.
if it's the vibe, well, or I mean, I've done this podcast from my truck for a while too. So I mean, I've been in my truck, I've been in a car, I've been in a rental car, I've been in a hotel room, somebody else's spare bedroom. I ain't done it from a plane
So the
or airport.
podcast gets around, is what you say.
Yeah. Oh man, she gets around. She gets around. Anyway, listen. How are you, dude? How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Can't complain. You missed the action last night. Got a little heated
Mm.
there. We had the amazing talent and amazing um head of wrestling for Rolling Ridge last night, and it got a little spicy there.
I saw Willy Nilly on,
Mm,
I believe.
yep.
And I caught just a moment of that. Dude, so my Wednesday nights are pretty slammed.
Hmm.
And well, my every night's pretty slammed anymore. But we're trying our best to keep this thing going on Thursday. Like I'm trying to keep it this is my Thursday thing. Um and so by the time I got home, it was like 8:30 or
Hmm.
to my place. It was like 8:30. Then I had to take the kids home. And we were there at like 8:32, 8:31, something. And that's fine. But then, I had to sit here and wait. So I got back to my place about 9.
Mm.
And by the time I got through the door, dude, I was dead tired. I was just like, I got to go to bed because I got up at 3 o'clock yesterday morning. I did
Mm.
not get up I woke up that early this morning, but I didn't stay up. Yesterday I was in the gym at 4, and today I was like, nah, fam, that ain't it today. Uh,
So you only caught like a bit of last night, pretty much.
yeah, I caught clips. Um, I had intentions to go and listen to it throughout the day today,
Hmm.
but the amount of noise in the environment I was working at, the area I was working at was so disgusting. I had to go home and immediately hit the shower. Like I wouldn't even let my kids touch me. I wouldn't touch anything, touch anybody, or nothing. I was like, no, wait, me shower first because I was covered head to toe in silica dust.
Yeah.
So,
You don't want to breathe that stuff in. Actually, speaking of which, we might be getting a guest later tonight.
mm,
Because they were not happy. They have a lot to say. It's like, hey, you need to bring me. I'm like, first of all, let's be a little bit more respectful. I can bring you on, but yeah,
you
they were
need
upset.
to, ladies
Uh,
and gentlemen, there's a difference between
well,
needs
well, like I
and
said, things got
wants.
heated last night. They were part of that conversation, but
Oh,
I got to give it some. They were uh training for their big shot. They're part of the Fatal Four Way chairs match this weekend. So they have a lot to say. I guess willy nilly and everybody else kind of cut a nerve there. But well, yeah, we'll have you on later.
okay, yeah, no problem. Look, listen. Uh, we'll take about 15, 20 minutes, talk about what we're going to talk about.
Mm.
And then they'll bring a guest on, and then we'll do the indie thing, and then we'll assalamu alaikum and roll on.
Yeah,
Um,
we got
but
a
look,
lot to talk about because there had some people coming on. Talk thinking it was the Thursday night wrestling wire episode. So yeah, some people mentioned stuff last night. But let's get into the comments real quick, and yeah, we'll get it right into it.
sounds good.
A redheaded witch, Miss Kate. This looks so relaxing. Smoking on deck. I'm jelly. Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, I am enjoying a nice. I'm enjoying a El Cheapo cigar. I did not feel like opening the humidor and grabbing one and coming out here. I just did not feel like that tonight. I was
Mhm.
not in that mood. Um, So I'm just smoking one of these cheapos, just chilling, trying to get trying to get my vibe on, just trying to relax, man. Um, but yeah, it is quite relaxing. It's nice. It's even with the wind, it's nice. It's a little cool, but yeah, I'm not bothered. Mm.
Let's
But
see. We got Tommy
that silica
Scott.
dust was awful.
What up, Ron and Daven? Question: If The Rock and Stone could actually wrestle full time past the Attitude Era, will their legacy be remembered as fondly? Uh, I think
Yeah,
Rock, as he turned became Hollywood Rock. I think that's kind of what kind of kept. If you stuck around instead of that, probably, yeah.
yeah, I agree because Triple H went for a good long time after that full
Hmm.
time. And Triple H right there, I don't think he's as old as them, but he's right there in that age bracket. He's
I
not
think
far
they
from
still
it.
could have done it. Yeah,
Yeah, you know, providing Austin's knees, neck, concussions, all that really stopped him from going as long as he did. But man, his run is something to be marveled at.
yeah.
You look at the guy from, the era of Stunning Steve. He was a brilliant technical wrestler.
Oh yeah, he was amazing.
He was
A lot of people
fantastic.
don't really realize like he was only wrestling at probably what like 50% of what he can actually do in ring,
Mhm.
if that.
Because the gimmick was the beer swelling brawler that got over. It was the gimmick of Steve Austin, Stone Cold Steve Austin, that got over. Stunning Steve Austin and um whatever his the $1 million man gimmick was. I can't even remember what it was now, right off the top of my head. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
Um that gimmick didn't get over at all. But Black Trunks and that Austin 316 and it was off to the races from there. I don't think there's ever been a shift in a person that hit that hard ever. And I include The Rock because The Rock slowly evolved into The Rock. It went from Rocky Maivia all the way up, right? And
That's
and
right. Yeah, the ringmaster. The
yeah, the
ringmaster. That
ringmaster.
was
Yep, the
yeah.
ringmaster. Yep. So look at it like that. Even Hogan, even Hogan's Real American thing was a gradual thing. Same with Triple H, same with John Cena even. Um, but an instant gimmick change, going that hard, going that far over, getting that far over while within the same company. Undertaker is a completely different scenario
Yeah, that's a
because
whole different beast, literally.
Me
He's been there since
Callis.
the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah, Mean Callis was Mean Callis, WCW. And then he became The Undertaker in the WWF at the time. What, 1992, 1994, somewhere in that realm. Um, it was Survivor Series, if I'm not mistaken. So,
Yeah, to answer your question, I think yeah. I just think it'd be a different timeline of wrestling. We could have had some different matches.
mm,
You never know that a lot would have changed with just them sticking around a lot longer. Going to President Vegeta, aka Jamal the Titan. I think you think he'd be happy that he's finally a moderator on the Twitch page to avoid all those bots, but I guess he's still not happy. Well, I think he's finally got a booking to come back at Alpha Underground. So maybe we'll talk to him about that later this sometime next week. Spotlight Spotty Brooks. No, nope.
no, that's not who the guest is.
That Moxley match was wild. The modern version of Mick Foley. It was a crazy matchup. I did get to see snippets of that. That was all over the place.
I'm not
You
going to
could be
say
at
he's the modern
Windjammer.
Mick Foley, though. I can't go with that.
It was a cool match. It was a pretty
Oh,
decent
yeah,
match.
definitely.
My
And
back hurts just thinking about Mox last night against Edge.
right. So, the clips I saw and everything involved, it was a really good match for AEW until the end. and then it went to hell in a handbasket apparently. Um, but I digress. I did not watch the entire match in from front to back streamline. I did the clips thing. Like I said, I got home after 9 o'clock at night last night and went to bed. So it's hard for me to catch all this stuff.
Yeah, I have to catch up throughout the week or during lunch, so it makes it a
Yup.
little more difficult. But
Oh,
it's been pretty cool, kind of catching up and catching stuff. I think the big thing everyone's talking right now. Well, let's wait on that because let's talk a little bit about stuff in Wimbledon because I know what everybody wants to talk about. I think we
yeah.
both know.
Well,
Uh,
yeah. But no, as far as it goes, I don't have the time. Well, I don't take a lunch during the day.
mhm.
Hardly ever do I take actual lunch break. I'll walk out to the truck and throw down 2 sandwiches and a protein shake, and I'm right back in the building within 5 to 7 minutes. I don't normally take breaks during the day. Once I start working, I'm game on. Like I'm focused and um to the wall until I'm done. I don't like stopping. I don't like slowing down. I like a good constant pace that I'm comfortable at working. So I don't do the lunch thing. So I never catch up at lunch.
Well, I'm glad I get to at least do a little bit of clips. Speaking of AEW, Tony Storm, your favorite, it's just been amazing on her promos lately.
Oh, dude, I'm good with Tony Storm. I did watch the clip you sent me, and I saw it on a reel somewhere else too.
Uh-huh.
Um, it- that was fantastic. Do
I
you
think they're really doing their best work with Tony Storm right now.
do you think that they are going to put the strap on Megan Bain?
I thought that would be a good match, but to her to take the strap,
I don't like this idea because so she Megan Bain is so new to the company.
mm,
Are you going to hurt her chances of propelling forward or propelling upward like she is by a loss from the champion? Yeah, a loss hurts you, period. In AEW, wins and losses count,
yeah, but at the
according
same
to
time,
what
like
they say
Tony's on,
every
as
time, 7 times a day.
yeah, but Tony's on a roll too. They won't they'll cut that momentum either.
Right. Well, so, or do you put the strap on her? Do you put the strap on Megan Bain? So you either have her win that new and that young and that soon out of the gate, or you deflate her. I think I honestly believe that it might. This is too soon. I The only way out of this is a schmaz finish, which 17 people interject and then and interrupt the match, and now you got your next 6 feuds for Megan Bain and your next 10 feuds for Tony Storm, and the one person who's confused and trying to be a friend. That's what you're going to end up with, and that's the
Raw
only
says
way
it's
out of the
too
match.
soon for Megan. Tommy says no, AEW never pulls the trigger that quickly. I disagree. I think they may have pulled the trigger too quickly on some things. Um,
It's way too quick for Megan Bain, bro.
yeah, I
I'm
think
sorry.
needs to destroy Mercedes. I think everybody would be happy with that. I think
I'd be fine with that.
it's too soon for Bane to be champion. I'd rather see Julia
To
Hart in the title. Oh, that's another good pick.
Julia Hart, and then dude, and legit Layla Hirsch not
Mm.
re-signing is whoa, because like I thought she was fantastic for as young as she was. I thought she was excellent.
You think she might be going over to the E?
I would love to see her in the WWE. The one match I want is her and Jordan Grace. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Yes. And her and Rhea Ripley. Yes, please. Give me those matches. I am all about that. I'm a Layla Hirsch fan. I was watching AEW just for Layla's matches at one point.
Okay.
That
Yeah.
was the only match I cared to watch because everything else just felt eh. I didn't care to watch anything else. I am also a Chris Stratlander fan.
Yeah.
I'm a big Chris Stratlander fan. I believe that this feud with Mercedes was a wasted opportunity for Chris. She should have been, in my opinion, she should have been that mid card champion. Tony Storm, Mercedes Monet is going to be a better match because Mercedes Monet with a great opponent is a great match. Mercedes Monet with an okay opponent is an okay match. And Mercedes Monet with a bad opponent is a bad match. That's historically proven. I don't need to prove that. Go to Monday Night Raw, go to NXT, go to anywhere and watch the matches. When she has a great opponent, the matches are great. When she has a bad opponent, the matches are bad. She has to be in the ring with somebody who can really, really work, or
Yeah,
she can't really, really
and
work.
and also like play to her strengths.
Play to her strengths. No, carry the match. Let's be politically correct here. Okay,
Uh,
that might have been a little mean, but
a
it's
little bit, but so besides
am
that,
I
you didn't
wrong?
watch anything
Am I
else
wrong?
AEW wise?
No.
Okay. All right. So let's move on to WWE. I still need to catch up on Evolve. I haven't really watched much of it. I need to. It's on my
Yeah.
watch list. Um, because of just some of the people that we know and some of just the great talent that are on there.
Mm.
Trying to see
Yeah, dude,
what
that
they got in store.
Super Sean Legacy is involved in the
Mhm,
ID program or
mhm.
the Evolve program, and so is Jackson Drake,
Yep.
that young kid out of North Carolina. He's awesome. And Legacy
Firestar
out of
Pro.
Yup, Legacy out of Georgia is one of my favorite. Honest to God, it's favorite to watch on the Indies.
Mm.
Um, I have a match in mind for Sean Legacy if I ever get the chance to write a show, um, and and go forward with it. I have a matchup that will absolutely set the Carolinas on fire if this match happens. 100% guaranteed the earth will quake at this match. One on
Okay.
one main event, and guess what? It's one on one main event, and it doesn't matter who wins. It does not matter who wins. The fans win, and the world wins by watching it.
Oh, I'm getting tingles. A
Mm.
couple of comments before we were talking about AEW. Uh, Tommy Scott saying he feels like it needs to swap the women's title because why is the mid card not being featured every week? In my opinion, the mid card champion should be defending it only on pay per views. Yeah, I could see your train of thought on that.
Wait, what? So the mid card title isn't being defended all the time,
No,
and the main title is being defended more.
yeah, that's what he says.
Yeah. Well, look at who's holding them.
There you go, Tommy.
That's your answer, brother.
It seems to me AEW dropped the ball with Serena Deeb.
Oh,
Yeah,
big time.
big
Big
time.
time.
Yeah.
Another actual fantastic professional wrestler.
Mm.
She is an amazing wrestler. They dropped the
Great
ball
look,
on her
great
huge.
talent. It major drop the ball.
Mhm.
And that's why there were like chants at WWE when like dropping the ball on a potential tag team, potential matches that could have been that didn't happen. Um, yeah.
WWE dropped the ball with her as well. I'm not gonna lie about
Mm,
that. But I mean, I don't think that they ever gave her a full fair shake because she was just part of the straight edge society for most of her run
mm.
there. And other than that, the stuff she got to do wasn't impressive. She wasn't. She has never been allowed to be as good as she is. I'll put it that way.
True, because her it's like a totally different like beast between the
Hmm.
two. Like watching her stuff prior to the like her indie stuff, it's more dynamic, it's more energetic than what she was doing
Oh, 100%.
on the big shows. There's a big difference.
100%. Um, One thing for sure is a good matchup between like her and even Ivy Nile. Serena Deeb and Ivy Nile. That would be something because Ivy can go pretty good. I
Mm.
mean, Ivy for as young as a female competitor as she is, she's fantastic. She's once again one of my favorites to watch. Um, you know, I could think of a half a dozen. Um, yeah, Julia. Uh, Man, the double champ in NXT, her name escapes me right now, but she's amazing as well. Um, they've got some hitters on NXT right now, big
Yeah. Oh,
time.
yeah. Like NXT, I was actually they do, and I was actually going to bring it up because that was great. You had the women's championship, WWE Women's Championship on the line. Chelsea Green uh, defeating Soroka for it. Josh
Oh yeah,
Briggs and from Noah, Yokoshiki and Nomura defeated Hank and Tank by pinfall after a huge boot combo. I think that's pretty cool seeing some Noah representation at the E. You said you about to say something? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
nah,
off because I was
that
just.
dude. Nah, you're good. That dude from Noah has been there for predominantly last couple of months at
Mhm.
NXT,
and, he- and
and
he's been shining.
he's been doing really well. Um, I'm still hopeful for the Lucha Underground revamp. I am very
Mhm.
hopeful for that, and I say that because I believe that some of the North American audience, and you notice how I worded that properly, right?
Yeah.
The North American audience is entertained but not immersed by them, by the lucha, by the luchadors, and the abilities that these men and women have. A revive of the Lucha Underground with the potential for some crossover to bring, like, let's say, uh, the Lucha Bros tag team happens again.
Mhm.
They're going to be hot. Everybody's going to like watching them, but it's not going to be as hot as if they were on Lucha Underground and then they were the champs at Lucha Underground, and they come to SmackDown and upset the current tag champs one night. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that would be super hot because then you've given this American audience a chance to watch them do what they do in a more controlled environment that like their studio show was. It was way more controlled. Lucha Underground was way more under control. It was kind of like, dude, it was kind of like NXT when it was just in the tapings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I like the vibe. Yeah. I really
Right,
like the vibe of that, and I think
right,
it could kind of help make like a big cohesive monster of like
right.
up and
I, I
coming wrestlers.
I think it's another fine example of marketing.
Mhm.
Honestly, it's a great way to market them because you could have them on Lucha Under or yeah the Lucha Underground revamp and being like, hey,
Which
a
which
Titantron
like it's
interrupted.
funny that you say that because like they're doing like the NXT Underground right now too, right? So like I feel
Ah,
like that's kind of where they might be going with it. I don't know. That's just my take. Not because
I'm
they
not,
both have underground in the name, but it's just the same feeling vibe. Just pretty much what you're saying. Trick
I don't
Williams
know,
won that,
honestly.
by the way.
Yep.
But
Oh yeah, it was stupid quick. That was awesome. I saw the whole match in a reel. It was great.
yeah, and then like Jay Vaughn and Lexus King going at it. Um,
Yep.
and that's kind of setting up um big time because of Trick Williams calling out Obi Femi, and then Javon coming out to that to make it a three-way match. I'm hyped. And then next week you got Stephanie McClure
Yes,
defending her
that's what I've
title
been thinking.
twice
Yep.
against Jada Parker and Fallon Henley, so that's going to be dope. And then for the Heritage Cup, you got Javon coming back against Alexis King. So I'm hyped for that, man. It's gonna be a
Dude,
great freaking
it's
show.
it's gonna be good. It's gonna be really good. I will actually be trying to tune into that.
Yo, Scott.
What's
Woo.
what
Just
is
like this
happening,
here.
Scott? Well, so Scott's got this thing for anybody who's playing WWE 2K25. He's made wrestlers and managers and whatnot. And he's like created his own indie fed out of indie wrestlers, and he does shows and pay-per-views and all that. Like 2 shows a week with matches with
That's dope.
yeah, with people that he's created. And it's all like the computer decides. Um like he doesn't play as himself or somebody else to make them the winner. The computer decides the winner every time. So that's pretty dope. So if you haven't seen any of that stuff, you need to go check it out. It's pretty entertaining. Um, but yeah, we were getting ready to talk about Monday Night Raw like 3 times. So let's go ahead and get into that.
Yeah. Raw. A lot happened on Raw.
Uh huh.
I think the main thing everyone's talking about is
I got a
John
phone call
Cena.
about this today. I got a phone call about this today, dude. I got a phone call about John Cena today. Um, and my buddy was like, "What did you think?" And I'm like, "Oh, well, from what I saw of it, I was explaining my Netflix was awful for Monday Night Raw. I tried to rewatch it the next morning, while I was, yeah, Tuesday morning, right? Yeah,
Mm,
I don't remember what day. One of the days, Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning, one of those two. Um, I've tried to rewatch it a couple of times, and I can't get it to play through. It will actually hang up during John Cena's promo. So I had to go look at it another way. So the whole opening segment with Cena and Rhodes, I had to go watch it a different way. His remark was that Cena came off like a pansy because of the way, and I'm like, okay, but he's supposed to be a bad guy, and you're not gonna get, you can't get a vicious John Cena right now like that. The hits at the end of that last pay-per-view is one thing, but Cena coming out and just bludgeoning people, nah, that's not going to be the way you get it right now. You might not never get that part of Cena. So in order for him to be a bad guy, he's got to be the just the mean heel, not the vicious heel. We all know John Cena's strong. Everybody
yeah.
knows that he's strong, but you're not getting that, John. You're not getting that John Cena yet. Um, overall, because when I got down the road this evening, I did turn it on again just to kind of refresh my memory. Um, and it wasn't bad at all. I felt he did fine. He attacked what he needed to attack without. I'm not going to say he destroyed his own legacy. Some people have said that already, and I'm like, I don't,
I
I
don't
don't
think so.
really
No.
think so either. I don't believe that. I feel like Cena did what he needed to do to get heat, and that was basically tell the fans, you know, you were always indecisive, and some of y'all, you swore you were for me, and you're not for me.
I thought
So
it was a great promo. And the cut to the kid and then cut the scene and then cut back to the kid. The
right,
memes about it have been great. Like it's the syndrome meme.
yes, yes,
uh
hundred
I
percent.
I think that's been really funny just to see the reaction of everybody. Like I'm happy with it. And I agree with some of the fans out there saying that he needs to bring back the Thugonomics theme and go completely into that and really, really lean into it. Just I think it'd be great to see.
All right. So if you got a guy who wants to come on, they've got a couple minutes because we're running low on time
All
this evening.
right. So last night we had a couple of guests, as you saw, for the Wrestling for Rolling Ridge event this Saturday, right? This gentleman is involved in that fatal four-way chair match that's going to happen. And he was very upset he wasn't able to be on, but I got to give it to him. This man was training during the podcast, and he decided to do that instead. And I don't blame him. He has to prepare for that. He has to get physically ready. But he says he has a lot to say about it. So let's bring him on. K Killer, you in the back room? Well, WrestleNet, all you people on the WrestleNet, introducing K Killer. Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the Wrestling Wire. And sorry for what happened last night. Introduce yourselves. Tell the fans watching at home who you are and why you wanted to come on here tonight.
Everybody knows me. I'm the Tribal King, K Killer. And of course, I had to go back and watch willy nilly. You already know where you stand with me. But it's just not about willy nilly. Everybody knows how the king acts when there's a title on the line. Daven, you even know. It's an unhinged feeling. It's an unhinged moment.
Oh.
Those other three men, excuse me, they don't know what they're getting into. They don't.
I'm inclined to
Like
agree
you
with
said,
you.
like you
I'm
said,
inclined to agree with you.
like you said, I was training. I didn't have time to do a podcast. That's what we do. We have to train. If you want to get where you need to be, you train. Not physically, you have to do it mentally also.
I was gonna say, like, how are you preparing yourself for this match on Saturday? There's chairs gonna be involved. You have, I mean, like you said, you have Willy Nilly. You have Will Bannon, known for his streak of using weapons. This is kind of right up his alley. And then you have
Yeah.
Jamari Jace as well.
Dude, I mean, look, I've been knowing Jamari Jace for a while, and I've seen that kid evolve and grow in the last year and a half, somewhere in that neighborhood. So I can tell you for a fact, Jamari Chase is definitely a wild card in that matchup. Willie Nilly's a wild card anywhere he goes, and Will Bannon is by far one of the most psychotic people when it comes to weapons in a ring.
Of course,
So, King, you are gonna have your hands full, but titles mean money,
that's all
and
that matters to me.
and kings like to collect. So,
That's all that matters to me. Don't get me wrong, Will Bannon, we've had our history. You nearly broke my neck in our triple threat hardcore match.
Yep.
Little Jamari, I've been watching him. But see, the thing is, Jamari took something that belonged to me, and I couldn't even get my hands on it. So just believe, when I do get this X Division title this Saturday, hey, maybe we can do a title versus title if he feels like it. Let's see if he elevates himself a little bit more.
there you go.
Willy nilly, I hate clowns. I hate clowns.
Enough
I'm just
said.
going to say it, man. I hate clowns. You just don't know what you're going to get out of them.
Well,
I can't figure him out.
Cotton candy?
But I don't know. That's the only guy I can't figure out right now.
well, you being a king, you probably had to deal with some jesters in your time. So, what do you normally do with jesters?
I usually feast on them.
There you go. So you already have your answer
I
for
feel like you might taste a little funny.
it
No?
might be a little tough. I don't know.
Yeah. Um,
That's a Dahmer question. That's not a me question.
so I have to say, like I feel like you and we mentioned it last night a couple times that despite all that, you get into this primal rage state during your matches sometimes, and you just become a monster in the ring. Do you think that, given the fact that you've already been in a match before with Will Bannon, you know what he's capable of, you know what heights he's willing to go, that might give you an advantage this weekend?
No, it doesn't give me an advantage. It just puts me on an equal playing field as him. Because as he elevated himself in the hardcore division of the journey through wrestling, I also elevated myself on that side of wrestling. I've been through some wars. That's why I had to turn to my primal instincts. That's why I had to go unhinged. People don't understand. Sometimes you have to go a little soulless just to prove a point. Sometimes let people see. It's not about the talk. It's all about the actions. A lot of people do a lot of talking, too much. And then when you get punched in the mouth, what talking are you doing then? I
Any
need this
word?
match.
Okay.
I need this match, Daven. I need this match. I need this title. Wrestling for Rolling Ridge is it's more than just a show for me. Allison, she's more than just a mother to me. People don't understand. I will go to the depths of the endless of my soul to do what I have to do to get this X Division title. I couldn't get it done for the World Heavyweight title. I give my flowers to Nate Burnham. But this X Division title, I have to take control. I have to take control. It's my destiny.
And
Any
that is coming
words?
up
That's
this
this
weekend,
Saturday. Yeah,
this Saturday.
that's in Eden, North Carolina.
Mm.
It's a nice poster. There's a couple people who
We'll
aren't
be
happy with the poster. Uh,
well. I mean, we'll be viewing those here in just a few minutes because we're getting ready to run through the whole indie rundown, and we got thankfully, yeah.
but so any before we let you go, before we hit that, Kelly, any last words? Anything you want to tell the fans, your opponents, Miss Allison, those at wrestling for Rolling Ridge? Before we let you go.
To the tribe, for the tribe. Feed the king.
Man,
Well, that was
that dude is ready.
intense.
Dude, well, I mean, I've seen some of his work before, not in
Yeah,
person, but
I
I've seen
he
some
he was
video
being
of
a
that dude,
little, yeah. He's been a
and
little nonchalant
he's
about it.
serious. He's
Uh,
serious.
I've been on the other side of the ring of him. He's intense. He's intense.
Definitely. He's gonna
Eh,
need all that intensity going up against the likes of Will Bannon and,
willy nilly.
Will dude, Will Bannon alone and him one on one would be phenomenal. Add the wildness of willy nilly and the unpredictable and dude, Jamari Chase is flat out athletic. Like, dude, I don't know how much you've seen of him, but the kid's got something. I've seen him at a couple of shows, and I've liked working with him at all the shows I've been on. Because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the person when I'm there, it matters what I'm seeing in the ring, right? And in the ring, Jamari Chase is a heck of a guy to watch. I'll just put it that way. But this cat, K Killer, oh, this dude is intense and he is hungry.
Oh yeah.
So I feel bad for
And
anybody
as I
sitting at the
said,
king's
I think
table
like
when
our
he wants to
prediction
eat.
last, I think we said that K Killer was probably going to end up taking it. So
Mm.
we'll just stick with that prediction. So what else we got going on this week or next week or this month?
That's it. Hit that indie. Hit them posters in order because I took care of all that
Awesome,
today.
awesome. Well, first off, let's thank our sponsors.
Yep. XWW man, shout out as always to the XWW family, Extreme World Wrestling. If you don't know, you need to go to Roku and get that Extreme TV Online XWW app. $4.99 a month with your first 5 days free. All the content, all the shows, bonus stuff, our show, other podcasts, uh, training stuff. There's a ton of great stuff on there, man. There's a ton of great stuff on there. And if you don't know to follow them, you need to just go ahead and follow the page because there's always new content coming out on that page.
Always. A shout out to Red-Headed Witch Designs. Uh, she makes custom handmade steel metal jewelry pieces and scale mail. As you can see, this is some of the works of art that she works on. Bracelets, necklaces, chokers, whatever. She has them. She still has quite a few beautiful pieces left. She still has the choker necklace left for sale. And she also has a crochet boutique that she has along with this, all part of Red Headed Witch Designs. You can find her on all the social medias,
Yep.
Instagram and Facebook under Red Headed Witch Designs. Take a look at what you have in store and have our inventory, and she will gladly talk to you about any pieces that she has left.
Yep.
Also, she is also doing a fundraiser for MS. She is a MS fighter warrior, and she will be doing the MS walk in April. And she's looking for anyone to join, be part of the team, and donate. If you donate, you'll be entered into a raffle to win your own Little Lorenzo or Little Lorenzo package, along with a Little Lorenzo hat and other goodies. So definitely check that out on her social medias as well.
100%. Next,
Boop. This is
Extreme
you, bud. Hey.
Extreme World Wrestling coming back tomorrow night, March 21st. This is one of the matches. I could not get a full flyer for this one, but this is a free show. Waxhaw Tap House, Waxhaw, North Carolina. Come on out. This is going to be an awesome time. Show starts at 7 p.m.
Oh, and you have to be there. Those shows are always a good time.
They're
Hold,
always fun.
we already got. So, hey guys, just listening in the background. They want to interrupt, especially that last. You hope you guys are well. Just want to say, hey, thank you, thanks for coming on, Miss Saucy Girl. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, look at that.
Next.
Ain't that nice? All right,
I'm gonna
moving on.
I'm gonna have to go very, very soon.
Hey, no problem. So we got wrestling for Rolling Ridge, as you saw last night, and just now, K Killer part of that fatal four-way chairs match. And the call out for Nate Burnham. Will he show up? Will he not? You don't know. We don't know until you are there this Saturday in Eden, North Carolina at the Eden drive-thru. And then MATW is back at it again with Smashville Showdown in March 22nd, later this month. You don't want to miss
This weekend.
on them. Snakies, that is this weekend. That's this Saturday. Sorry, I still feel like we're a week behind. That's this weekend. Tickets are still available for that, and it's going to be an amazing night. Silver Fox, Preston Quinn, Blade Brown. It's going to be a crazy night of wrestling. Tickets are available. General admission are $15. Don't miss out. It's going to be amazing. And Alpha Underground presents Limelight. You get to see the up and coming stars of Alpha Underground and American Lucha and FWA this Sunday, March 23rd in Burlington, North Carolina.
Yep, this is your XWW Waxhaw tap schedule. So you have in advance all of their shows for the rest of the year for XWW. and their Carolina Beer Temple schedule as well. So there's a ton of shows for XWW coming up. Lenny Boy Brewing, Waxhaw Tap House, Carolina Beer Temple. Those are the three that we have a bunch of shows coming out on. So you got the schedule, you know where to be.
And speaking of schedules, this is Alpha Underground schedules as well as Hostility schedule, as they'll be running 3 shows a month, Alpha Underground, American Lucha, and FWA, and they will be here talking about those as well. But that's it.
Mm-hmm. Dude, that was a great show. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and thank you for all the fan interaction. We greatly appreciate it. Hit
Appreciate
that
it.
like, hit that share, and hit that
Hit that
subscribe
follow.
button if you're on YouTube. Hit follow. Yeah, follow the pages. So you can catch all of our great content. Some of the TikTok content has not been coming out at all, and it's because it's not the program we use is not doing its job. Thank you, StreamYard. Shout out to them for being a pain as always. But anyway, bro, um, you guys know where to see us. You know where the shows are. You know where to go catch all the great indie shows. And if you don't know, you should tune into us so we can lead you there. That's what
Definitely.
we are. We are leaders. We are leading people to great independent professional wrestling. That's what we want to do in life. We want to lead people to show you that there are more things than just the big leagues. There's more stuff to see than just what's on TV. And the people you see at the indies will be on TV.
Exactly.
So it's been fun. It's been it's been real. It's been fun. And oh yeah, it's been real fun. I messed my own lineup. That's awesome. But you know what,
Yeah.
guys?
Good
If we don't
recovery.
see you around, we will see you at the
At
indies.
the Indies.
Have a great night.